On the Forestry, every bulldozer move is a battle of skill and danger. Patience, power, and raw earth collide in breathtaking moments. Don't blink. What comes next will leave you waiting for more. Mastering that steep grade takes serious skill. Danilo's command over the Cat 120K grader is clear in every smooth yard he moves. His professional touch on tricky terrain makes complex track layouts look effortless and safe. That's pure expertise turning hard work into art. Truly impressive to watch. They say courage isn't loud, it's the steady hands guiding steel in chaos. This dozer's stuck deep in soaked jungle soil, but the crew doesn't flinch. With winches, blade angles, and brute coordination, they pull it out. No drama, just pure logging grit in action. It's hard to grasp the scale of the Terex RH-170 until you see it loading both Hitachi and TR-100 trucks like toys. Each bucket hauls more than 2 full-size pickups, raining down tons of earth with ease. Precision, brutality, purpose-built to move mountains and make it look effortless. Every inch of terrain tried to stop him, but the Kamox F175 didn't blink. With brute torque, agile steering, and traction chains biting hard, it powered through mud, rocks, and steep slopes, dragging full-length logs like it's nothing. This isn't luck, it's precision forestry at its finest.
Forêt, correspond application commune interviennent régulièrement. Oui, et puis j'en profite pour vous faire un petit rappel. J'ai d'une de 18 ans qui est à mon
As spring planting nears, frozen rivers block the way. An old but fearless bulldozer is called in to break through thick slabs of ice. With each careful angle of the blade, progress is carved out of frozen resistance. It's not brute force, it's technique, grit, and timing under pressure. bulldozers, one flipped Kamaz, and a blizzard that looks straight out of a survival film. Visibility? Gone. Wind, screaming, ice, everywhere. And yet, these operators made it happen. Coordinated, calm, and cold as the Tundra. That's not just machinery at work. That's grit, instinct, and raw experience steering through the storm. This is the B10M 2.7000-1E bulldozer, deep in the mud, yet perfectly in control. Operators read every twitch and traction, feather the throttle, and fine-tune blade angle like second nature. No guessing. Just years of skill and a machine that thrives where others sink. The Valtra T191H doesn't hesitate. It charges through the swamp like it owns the mud. Deep ruts, flying spray, but traction holds. This beast sets the pace and the standard. This Cat D8T isn't just moving dirt. It's tearing into bedrock like a beast with unfinished business. No autopilot, no shortcuts. Just pure hydraulic fury and a veteran operator who knows every inch of the terrain. Still think old machines can't keep up? Drop a like if this dozer just proved you wrong. Churning forest waste back into the earth. This isn't just cleanup, it's strategy. Watch as the D8R bulldozer grinds organic leftovers deep into the soil, locking in moisture, boosting nutrients, and setting the stage for reforestation. Nature rebuilt by pure horsepower. The Sporneck Bridge meets its final moment. Built of stone without steel, it stood for generations, carrying countless lives across. Now, under the strike of the excavator, it quietly collapses. A monument of strength reduced to memory, reminding us nothing stands forever. The steering finally gave out, leaving this giant stranded just above the field. Ever wonder what happens when heavy machinery is left to rust for decades? Meet Charlie's forgotten fleet. Among them is Hank, A vintage grader with a Detroit diesel 471 engine, roaring back to life after 20-plus years, still fighting despite broken steering. A true beast.
Does it articulate? Oh! Oh my god, something flew out and hit me right directly in the head.
The cliff crumbles under calculated fury. The excavator lunges forward, ripping through solid rock, while the SD-16 bulldozer locks position like a frontline shield. Every movement sinks in brutal harmony, raw power guided by nerves of steel carving order out of chaos. The K700 was clearing snow when it got swallowed by the very storm it battled. Deep drifts trapped its wheels, holding it prisoner in the white abyss. Then came the rescue machine, pushing forward like a trusted ally. A reminder that even the strongest can stumble, but true power lies in teamwork. It started as a routine dig until the SANY excavator dove nose first into a hidden mud sinkhole. Tracks submerged, chassis tilted, it wasn't going anywhere. Then came the second unit, firm grip, steady pull, no drama. In swamps like this, recovery is not luck. It's pure operator finesse. Moving a beast like the Komatsu PC 8000 takes more than horsepower. It takes mammoet precision. Loaded up and crawling forward, this giant doesn't just travel, it dominates every inch of the road like it owns the earth. This is mining muscle in motion. The Komatsu D375A-8 dozer and Volvo EC750E excavator join forces in an extraordinary rock extraction operation, pushing hydraulic and mechanical limits. Expert operators demonstrate precise control, turning raw power into finesse. With this impressive combination, even the toughest mountains can be reshaped and moved effectively. Multiple critical errors here. Never stand under a lifted load, even briefly. This lift lacked planning, with wrong boom height and weight estimates. Such mistakes from poor training cost big. What's your take on safety in heavy lifting? The JCB-4CX slides confidently into the narrow creek, maneuvering as if it's second nature. Every bucket move is smooth, fast, and precise. Watching this, you can't help but admire the operator's mastery. Years of skill condensed into flawless control, making the impossible look effortless. You're looking at the beast. This crawler under the 756 spreader weighs more than a battleship. Inch by inch, it moves across Germany's coal fields. No shortcuts, no second chances, just raw steel, ground pressure, and pure engineering guts. Anyone else feel a mix of awe and worry watching this beast move? The scale is unreal. This dragline eats mountains for breakfast. But behind the power, the environmental questions still hit hard. The Petr-Semenovich bulldozer expertly climbs onto the railcar, a move mastered through countless runs. Precision and focus shine as the operator navigates this tricky transition flawlessly. Skill at work in every inch of this heavy machinery ballet.
Ну все. Нормально, на базе что ли? Потому что заехали, блядь, как по асфальту. Темно будет. Да не, нормально тут.
Yes, that's a Cat 517 flying into the canyon. Literally, suspended by skyline, this beast defies gravity. Drop a 1 if that blew your mind, or 0 if you think that's just another Tuesday. Had to watch it twice. That Tata Hitachi slid off the trailer like it was second nature. No slips, no overcorrections, just pure control. You can tell the operator's done this 1,000 times. Precision work at its finest. The way this operator uses the excavator's bucket to slide mats and rescue the stuck machine, like he's moving furniture with bare hands. Not a jerk, not a misstep, just pure finesse. Even more impressive? That XCMG still runs like a champ. Bent panels aside, it's walking out of that mud pit with pride.
She was buried. We got lucky, that thing still runs.
One slip and that boulder's punching through metal. Got a better way to load this beast? That's what happens when 40 tons of steel flips like a toy. This bulldozer recovery went from fix to fail in seconds. A $200,000 lesson. Always check your chains, anchor smart, and never rush gravity. One misstep, and the whole plan rolls over. Few minutes inside a D10T feel like stepping back into a childhood dream. At 37, I may make content instead of running dozers, but that cockpit view still hits the same. Raw power, pure magic. Heavy machines aren't just seen, they're felt. And that thrill, once lit, never fades away.
Now wakens up.
Watch the Cat D6T dozer and Cat 320DL excavator in perfect sync, one carving the path, the other clearing the load. This isn't just earth moving, it's machine choreography. Every push and scoop is calculated. This kind of teamwork turns chaos into progress, and dirt into something built to last. Albany Pioneer days, the legendary Case 150 takes on the mighty Alice HD-41 in a tug-of-war that draws a roaring crowd. Sure, the Alice has the weight and hitch advantage, but that's not the story here. This battle is about honoring timeless engineering and proving old power still commands respect. The HMK220 doesn't knock, it obliterates. This high-rise folds like paper under its arm. But don't let the control fool you, every move is a calculated strike. That's why the hose is here too. Dust control's not optional when buildings come crashing down this fast. The Stalin T130 may not roar, but it speaks with precision. Laser leveling on a muddy embankment? No problem. This classic Soviet bulldozer pushes through with slow, deliberate force. No flash, just form. A relic that still gets the job done like a pro.
Že vidíme, že je pořád nahoře.
A Cat 793 mining truck, worth millions and weighing over 250 tons, is suspended mid-air over the port of Durban, South Africa. One wrong move and it's a disaster. But with the nerves of steel and precision control, the crew nails a perfect drop. No damage, no injuries, just pure mechanical adrenaline.
Fuck's sakes.
She just became the unsung hero, saving the day with pure instinct and quick action.